Assalamu alaikum students. Today we are going to study the third Greek Ionic philosopher. Already we have studied two of Anaximenes' predecessors, the Thales and Anaximander. Okay, uh, let me introduce to you the some facts about life of Anaximenes. Anaximenes was born in 588 before Christ and died in 524 before Christ. And he was the inhabitant of Miletus like his predecessors Thales and Anaximander. Anaximenes wrote a treatise of philosophy, of which a small fragment still remains. So he was the second philosopher actually who wrote a treatise, but the treatise that was written by Anaximander, we lost that treatise. But this treatise written by Anaximenes, we have some or small fragments of that treatise. So that's all we know about the life of Anaximenes. Let's start with the philosophy of Anaximenes. Here we have the first. I have dropped down the philosophy of Anaximenes into three parts for your convenience. So in today's lecture, we'll see the first part of his philosophy. And the first part contains the 3 points you can see on your screens. So question is again same as I have noted down it on whiteboards you can see right now. So what's the word, or what is the universe, or the explanation of words? So this is the same problem we have, and we sorted out this problem when we study Thales and Anaximander. So what's the basic principle of universe? Again, the question is same for Anaximenes. And Anaximenes, like his two previous Ionics philosophers, Thales and Anaximander, believed that the basic principle of universe is material. Okay, so the special, you people must note down the things which are similar with all these three Ionic philosophers. So the things which are similar in these three Ionic philosophers, that's why actually they called the Ionics, because they have some certain similarities between among them. So the first similarity was that they all were the inhabitant of Ionia, the city of Miletus. And the second was that they all believed that the basic principle of universe was material. So these are two basic similarities among all these three Ionic philosophers. Anyhow, like Thales and Anaximenes believed that basic principle of universe is material. Secondly, he did not count it as the indeterminate matter in general like Anaximander claimed. Anaximander claimed that the basic principle of universe or world must not be any particular kind of matter, and it must be matter in general. It must be the rough matter in general that yet has not reduced to any particular kind. So, but Anaximenes didn't believe Anaximander. He didn't follow Anaximander in this regard. He didn't think so that the basic principle or basic substance of universe is indeterminate matter. So what did he think? He think that the basic principle of universe or the basic substance of universe is a or must be a particular kind of matter, like Thales claimed it as water. Thales claimed that the basic principle of world or universe is a particular kind of matter, and that kind was, according to Thales, water. So at this point, he goes with Thales that the basic substance of world is a particular kind of matter. Now the question is, what is that particular kind of matter according to Anaximenes? Anaximenes named it as air. Yes, so this is another addition in Greek philosophy. He gave us a new idea that the basic principle of world is air. That means all things come from air, and to air all returns. That air is a basic substance out of which this world is formed, and all the things uh, come out of the air, the same element. And obviously air, again, like water, is a particular kind of matter. It's not the matter in general, or it's not an indeterminate or featureless matter. Here just note down one more thing, that according to Anaximenes, since the air has the power of motion inherent in it, so that's power of motion of air actually causes the formation of word, according to Anaximenes. Anaximenes thought that so far air has a power of motion in itself, so it can develop a word, it can make a word, it can form a word. So that power of motion, or that moving, because air is a moving force also, so it can make a universe. So this was logic in his mind, according to which he chose the air as the basic principle of universe. So these all actually the 4 points. Now you must note down all these 4 points. The first point is that the basic principle of universe is material according to Anaximenes. The second point is that it's not an indeterminate matter like Anaximander. And the third point is that it's a particular kind of matter like Thales, but it's not water, it's air. And the point number 4, that the air has uh, power of motion inherent in it. That's why Anaximenes thought that air could form the world. So that's the first part of his philosophy, in which we have studied the 4 points, and you will explain similar 4 points when you uh, prepare this question for your examination. So when you prepare the notes for examination, so you will add these 4 points, and then you will add some details about these 4 points. I hope you understood all the points, and if you have any difficulty, you can get me back. Thank you so much.